The hack is when you want to use this speed booster with any lens, the first thing that you need to do is to I sound like a radio presenter. Anyway, guys, so yeah, I do believe that a couple of days, if not weeks ago, I did made a video talking about this exact speed booster in my hands. Do you guys see it? Or okay, this is the lens, but then there's a speed booster. Yeah, I did made a video talking about this exact speed booster, and I think I mentioned a few issues that I'm actually facing with this particular speed booster. I'm unable to use some of the lenses on this exact speed booster. So when I was buying this particular speed booster, this is the Commlite Speedbooster, and before you know, or if in case you don't know, there's quite a few speed boosters for micro four third sensors or cameras. We do have the Metabone speed booster, and we also have the Vortrox speed booster, but this happens to be the Commlite version, and I think it's actually the cheapest among the two. I think so. And when I bought it, I did not actually read the description. I didn't check much information about this particular item. I placed it on my camera, which I'm currently filming on, the Panasonic GH5 Mark II. I placed it on and I got issues with it. It didn't function properly. Later on, I went to the platform and I checked the description, only to find out that this particular speed booster got a list of lenses that it supports. In that case, it does not work for every lenses, and I think when I made the video, the previous one, I did mention that anytime you are getting your hands on a speed booster, try to also check the description, try to read a bit information about it to understand what lenses it supports, because not all the speed boosters supports every lenses. So it became a problem because when I bought it, I was unable to use, it didn't even serve the purpose. It didn't do what I actually bought it to do. The only lens that I actually have that could actually work on the speed booster was the Canon 50mm, this one. Yeah, this Canon 50mm 1.4. I would assume that even the other Canon 50mm also works on this particular speed booster. I think the STM and the previous one also. But with this exact lens here, the 17-40 Canon lens, it does not work with this Commlite speed booster. I spent money in buying this speed booster. I waited for months for it to arrive, only to get here and realize it does not work with some of the lenses. Come on, man. I did come across a hack and I thought, okay, no, let me put it out there so that in case someone has also, come on guys, come on. So yes, I did come across a way. I did got around it, and once again, I'm making this video for people who have already bought this. God damn it. I'm truly sorry. So yeah, I did figure out a way around it, and once again, this is not once, secondly again, I'm putting this video out there for people who want to currently get this exact speed booster. I don't know that there will be a whole lot of people that might have already bought it, or maybe it's still coming, or maybe you already own it but you're unable to use different lenses on the adapter. What this is going to do is to show you how you'll be able to use any lens on this exact speed booster. But this is something that I figured when I was checking the speed booster out. If you try this, know that you'll be doing this at your own risk. When you cause any damages, I will not be held responsible, and you do this at your own risk. Yeah, I'm not sure how they actually did this speed booster, but it has been limited. I'm not sure how, but then I believe with the contact of the adapter, so it is able to detect the lenses that you are putting on, and sometimes they will not pick some of the lenses on. So right now, like I said, the 17-40 does not work with this speed adapter. This speed booster or speed adapter, whatever. The hack is when you want to use this speed booster with any lens, the first thing that you need to do is to block the contact. Every speed booster, or if not every, then most speed boosters got a contact. So the first contact is here, which goes directly to the camera, and the second one is inside the lens where you put the lens, from the lens to the adapter. What you're going to do is to block the lens contact on the speed booster. The speed booster will not be able to communicate with the lens. That is the hack. Once again, when you are doing this, Remember that any damages or any problems you cause with your camera, you'll be on your own. I'm not going to be responsible for that. This is not an approved way of making the speed booster work with other lenses, but this is what I actually came across, and it is working for me. I don't know about you. This is what I basically did. Let me try to take it off from the lens. Okay, all right, okay. So the lens is out of the speed booster, and I'm not sure if you guys can see inside the speed booster. So inside the speed booster, you can see there's a paper inside, and that is what I actually did. I did block the contact so that the adapter will not be able to communicate with the lens. There is a few downside when you are doing that. Firstly, you do lose the ability to monitor your f-stop. You're not going to get your f-stop reading. It's going to be on 0.00. You're going to get errors on the f-stop, but then your ISO is going to work. The shutter speed is going to work, but then the f-stop, the aperture, is not going to function, simply because we have blocked. Where is my... Let me actually show you guys. This is the paper. It's just a small piece of paper, and that is what I actually did. I blocked the contact of the adapter. So in this case, the adapter will not be able to send any signal to the lens and to the camera, so you should be fine. That will actually allow you to use any lens on this particular adapter. I'm not sure why they actually restricted this adapter from using other lenses. Maybe because it is cheaper. They didn't want us to use mostly. I don't know why. I don't understand them, because when I went on their page, it's like a total of 15 or 20 lenses. Among all the lenses in the world, you only giving me 15 options. Commlite. So right now I'm able to use the 17 to 40. I mean, this my favorite lens here. It does work on the camera right now, but then there is a bit of limitations, which I mentioned, that you will not be able to monitor your aperture, the f-stop. But then the fun part is it does not take it to the maximum. It takes it to the minimum. So let's say if your lens is f4, your camera stays at f4. If your lens is f1.8, it stays at that particular f-stop. You will not be able to read it, what is happening. Like currently, I know that my f-stop is on f4. Here, you're not going to see anything. It's going to read it at 00, simply because you are blocking the contact and there's no signal going through. So yeah, that is the little hack. That is the minute trick. Let me know if this helps you. And I'm going to end this here. If you break your camera as well, let me know in the description. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you are new on the channel, hit on the subscribe button, like this video as well. And if I come across any dumbest thing, I'll let you know. So yeah, thank you for coming. Stay safe, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Insanity, I forget it, thinking you can live.